Tyreek Hill has been a major distraction. Okay. Let's take, for example, this week alone. This is the same week where he tells you he's going to church and then also is in an all day video with all kinds of disgusting and irresponsible remarks with Aiden Ross, who is not necessarily considered the cleanest of individuals out there. Let's just put it that way. Okay. And not really even a podcast that you want to be on. But again, you're kind of stupid. I get it. But he thinks most of us are stupid. So in a week where, you're with Aiden Ross, you're also telling me you're going to church. I can't take you serious. Because anyway, to me, listening to Tyreek Hill talk now, it's the Peanuts teacher. Want, 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 want. I don't hear anything anymore. It's just like, oh, he's talking gibberish, 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 lies. That's what I see in him. So it's hard for him to stay out of trouble and get out of your hair and all that kind of stuff. You hope that it happens this year so you can get rid of him finally, and we'll see. He's already talking about 2,000 yards. Okay, more distractions. And again, we talked about this the last time that was stupid talk. There's no reason to talk about 2,000 yards. That's not really what you need in order to win. I don't think this is going to be a winning team at all. Okay, I think this is going to be a disastrous season. I'm on record with all of that. Okay, but if you want to play the if game and you want to try to have some success, now you want to do it with Tyreek Hill. Well, we all know that in the pass happy mode like that, that's not going to work, right? It's not going to work once we get to December and January and February. Well, you're not ever going to get to February like that, right? Okay. So he's gonna want the ball. He's gonna complain about wanting the ball. He's gonna want about 2,000 yards, all that kind of crap. And then you've got to control the situation. The only way you get to control Tyreek Hill, believe it or not, is Peyton Manning, is Jalen Hurts, it's Trent Dilfer, it's Phil Simms. Anybody know where I'm going? Anybody have any idea what I'm talking about? Well, all those people and all those teams ran the ball, and they ran the ball very well, and they were intimidating. And you had to make sure you protected the run. Peyton Manning couldn't throw for 10 yards with Denver, but you knew that they could run the ball. They had an offensive line. They had a defense that was amazing. So they didn't need to do much offensively. And it wasn't like you needed big-time receivers to bail you out. Baltimore, they ran the ball like crazy with Jamal Lewis. They had a great tight end. They didn't have a great passing game. They had a great defense. They ran the ball. They played defense. They won a title. Brandon Stokely was your best receiver. While the Eagles have a great receiving core, it's not really why they win. Jalen Hurts had 220 yards passing to win the Super Bowl. He had 74 yards rushing. And Saquon Barkley didn't have a game at all. But you know what he had? He had his presence. Because of the season he had, that safety and that middle linebacker, they can't drop back. They got to cheat the entire time, and they got to worry about Saquon, which opens everything up for you because you can run the ball. The Giants, years ago, with Otis Anderson, a great offensive line, a great defensive line, a great quarterback, and Ingram and McConkey at wide receiver. So I've given you examples where you have talent in the passing game like they do in Philly, but you didn't really need it. You may not have great talent like Baltimore, right? But you didn't really need it either because you were going to win foundationally. Well, that's the only way you limit Tyreek's interference, nuisance, and imbalance is by running the football. By running the football, you will protect Tua. By running the football, you will create manageable downs. You will make it easy for every quarterback, like Tom Brady, like Pat Mahomes, like Peyton Manning, who can only throw for 10 yards. You can win. Trent Dilfer will win a Super Bowl for you. I'm not saying the Dolphins are going even to the playoffs or winning the Super Bowl, but you do have a Tyreek Hill problem. And in order to keep it in check, the right way is by dominating, by running the football. Will they be able to do it? Probably not. The coach has yet to prove that he will stick to the run. They have bigger backs in the group now. They have made an investment on both guard positions. They are going to be healthy at the tackle spots and at the center spot. You have set everything up. You've got a fullback. You have set everything up for you to be able to run the football if you can. But if you cannot, one, it'll be a long season like it usually is. You will struggle to win. You will make it harder on your quarterback or any quarterback that takes over if Tua gets injured. And more importantly, Tyreek Hill will become more of a distraction because you don't have the balance, and he sees that you can't count on the run, so let's pass. So if you want to minimize the distraction that is Tyreek Hill, the only way to do it is by running the football and running it consistently and running it with authority. It's the only way. And by doing that, it makes every receiver a much better weapon. Because when you've got to worry as a defense about the running game, it just does not leave you enough people to cover out there, especially with the speed that they possess on offense. So either you run the ball and run it effectively to the point that it is the centerpiece of your offense, like every offense should be. That's the only way you're going to limit Tyreek Hill. Outside of that, it's distraction city 7 days a week. That's what's going to happen.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.